morning, everyone. We are here at our hotel at the Sleep Inn. And by the way, if you would like to see a review of that, you can check out the video that's linked in this video. You never know what the weather's going to do, and you cannot plan your trip around the weather. So today we're going to talk to you about what to do when the weather isn't that great. Again, if you can't get right into the parks, if it's rainy, if it's not worth being in the parks for that time, don't go. And honestly, we weren't planning to go anyway. We were just going to go to the pool for a little while because the park opens at 10 o'clock, but the water park opens at 11. And that's when we were planning to be around the water park, probably hanging out in the lazy river, right?
A lazy river, he means.
A lazy river? Because what?
There's two.
Ah, yes, that's right. Definitely got some rain going on today. It's nice that we have this indoor pool. Well, the sun is starting to peek through, so, I mean, we're still swimming for right now, but we'll be heading out pretty soon. So, it's starting to look pretty nice. Hopefully the sun will peek through and we can go to the water park today. Alright, we are on our way into Cedar Point right now. Today is going to be water park day.
And Daddy's hangry.
And yes, I am very, very hungry right now. And like Eva said, I am hangry. So, it's time to get some food. Alright, well, I could not find my daughter's pass on my email today, but at the ticket booth right back there, they helped me, and it took just a couple of seconds for them to get me an entire card for her. So, we are on our way in with our gold passes. So I made a ton of reservations for this weekend. Apparently I forgot the reservation for my daughter here. They still helped me up at the front ticket booth with that. So when I came in, they ran into an issue, they called for support, and then they allowed us to come in. I don't know that they will do that for everyone all the time, but I had a pass for the park here, and she did not. However, we're really just coming in here to eat, and then tonight we're maybe gonna ride a couple rides this evening. Today is our first day coming to the water park here at Cedar Point. It's been open for 2 weeks, something like that. I still haven't been there, so that is our first order of business, is to get to the water park today. So we're going to learn as much as we possibly can about what Cedar Point's water park is like. I hope you're ready, I hope you're excited, and I hope that you will have fun with us as we take you to Cedar Point Shores. Well, we found some Charlie Brown characters behind me. These booths right behind me are meant for anyone who has any kind of question about Cedar Point whatsoever. If you have a question and you need something answered, of course you can come to my YouTube page. I would love to answer questions for you, of course, but I do not work here, and I do have a little bit limited knowledge of Cedar Point. So another great option for you is to talk to some people who actually do work here, who actually do spend their days here at Cedar Point and know far more than I do. So if you need to ask some questions while you are here in the park, that is a great way for you to get an immediate answer. Right now we are headed straight to the back to a place that is right on the way to the water park. Backbeat Q. One of my favorite places to eat. Yep, I thought this would have a shorter wait than coasters. And here we go. Oh, that is so much better. Live music behind me. Today their pulled pork is so much better.
That song's real loud. I like it.
You like their music? But it's too loud?
It's loud.
Pulled pork, the waters, and the macaroni and cheese. This is a very reasonably shareable meal. And once again, I think it's one of my favorites in the park, especially if you just have a daughter, you know, like someone small with you. It's pretty easy to share. All right, we are on our way to Cedar Point Shores. Right there's the kids' slides right in front of us.
I want to go to the kids' park.
Okay, right here's the restrooms, Eva. Right behind me are both of the bathrooms. Early on when you first come in, bathroom on one side or the other for you. One side's a family bathroom and one side is a larger public restroom for you. And now we're headed to the kids area.
The kids' water area.
Because who is in control today?
This girl.
My daughter is the one who gets to decide what we do today. Let's see what happens. For your money's worth and for the fun's worth, I mean, this place, I don't know that you can get better than this kids area. There are 8 slides here. Each one of them is a little bit different. Some of them are longer, some of them are shorter. They're great for your kids. Almost any kid can be on them. I took my daughter here when she was 4 years old. And she rode a lot of these kids rides. Of course, anything here in the splash pad they can do, and there's just tons of splash pad stuff. There's also 2 different slides in the splash pad itself. There is so much here for kids to do. So for a family trip, this is like an awesome place to go. Also, there are plenty of chairs here for you to set your things down, and not just here, but all across the park itself. These slides are just the most fun for kids. My daughter absolutely loves it. Of course, you don't have to go with the kids, but for me, it makes it much more fun when I can be a part of what my daughter experiences also, and have some fun along with her. So I really enjoy that, and I love that here. I love how each of these slides also is a different size. Every one of them is taller, longer, windier, some of them are steeper. It just kind of depends on what they are. There are some that race, there are some where you can go down at the same time. It's just so much fun. Also, if you're wanting to raise a couple of little water park thrill seekers, this is a great way to indoctrinate them into the lifestyle. I will say though, some of these little water slides really hurt your knees when you get out of them. So when you come out the bottom of them, they kind of got some shocks. So finally I just decided that I was just gonna leave myself and let my butt break the ground for me instead of my legs, because man, that hurt. That line was way too big. Not to mention it's very high up and it felt somewhat unstable, so it definitely psyched me out as far as like heights go. But we see some other things that are pretty fun for us to do, like the leapfrog right here. Okay, so at a certain level, you have to wear a life vest to go onto the lily pads, but we're gonna see how well she can do the lily pads right now. It looks like she's a pretty good little froggy. All right, she fell off the lily pad, so it is try number 2 right now. Let's go. Little girl definitely likes a challenge. If kids fall off and they can't get back up again, they have to just swim off to the side. But I think that makes it more of an adventure. It's like the reward is getting across. All right, good job. Yeah! What was the floating logs or then the floating lily pads like, Eva?
It was like us being frogs.
Was it really fun?
Uh-huh.
So I was just told by some just people walking around that is closed and I want to go on it. Ah! But instead, we will go hang out here in the water just a little bit. Lake Erie Snakes is less than even an obstacle course. It's really just kind of a place to swim with just a few things inside of the water, which is really fun. You'll see right behind me here that there are, of course, more lockers where you can put your things. So if you need it, it's available. Right now we are headed to the Lazy River. You can get your tubes right from here and go on. All right, let's go. This is the wavy pool here. Definitely a lot of waves in here, but it's definitely also a lot of fun. And it moves at a steadier clip than the Indiana Beach Lazy River, even though I am quite a standstill of the Indiana Beach Lazy River. There are fun obstacles in here too. Places where water kind of gets you. Keeps you alert, keeps you a little bit awake. Not that I haven't fallen asleep in here before. I've definitely done that too.
Boats kissed, didn't they?
Yep, our boats kissed.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. We're gonna get wet soon. No matter how we slice it, we're gonna get wet. So it really is a wave channel. Is this fun, Eva? I like it. These inner tubes are a lot bigger, which is awesome. But I mean, the current is so strong that even when you're just standing it kind of knocks you over. There are all kinds of different sizes. That's the one we had. So on top of the many water slides and the splash pad that they have in the kiddie area, they also have the splash zone, which is just filled to the brim with everything that could possibly splash you and tons of different slides. Well, she didn't like it as a 4-year-old, and she doesn't like it as a 6-year-old either. Did you like that? Too wet. Yeah, she said it gets in your eyes and your nostrils and your mouth and everything. And I agree with that. The water on there sprays in every direction. There's no way to escape it. At times it pours down in buckets, literally a bucket. So like, yeah, I understand. We're gonna hop in the waves. We have lots of things that we can do. We haven't even seen the whole other side of this place. So we have done the kids splash pad. We have done the kids slide. We have done the splash house. We have done the wave pool. We've done pretty much everything on this side. So time to go to the other side of the park. Changing houses that are right behind me here, and some additional lockers along with kind of a green area where you can lay your things down. Eva, you liked this splash house better that's right there. Right in front of us there is a smaller splash house called the Watering Hole. Once again, there are lots of tubes. We're gonna ride it together. I guess we won't be getting our heads under because we both have our glasses on. What do you think of the lazy river?
It's really lazy.
These tubes are much bigger, much nicer size so that you can actually fit in them. I mean, the ones at Indiana Beach, this would have been absolutely impossible to have both me and Eva on it. But here, I mean, these are pretty huge. Very much relaxing on the lazy river. Until she does that. Ugh. Here comes the one spot where it gets you wet. Seems as though the lazy rivers have a plethora of tubes. I'm not sure that you will run out at Cedar Point of tubes. be fun. Definitely this is more like your traditional splash pad in that you can control a bit more where the water actually hits you. If the water's gonna come over the top of you or it's gonna come from below you, it's not like just a random mix of water hitting you from every possible direction. So I love the watering hole. It's a fun little place to go, and especially just to kind of come and relax while my daughter goes crazy. Also, having a lifeguard on duty for this too is definitely a plus. The water changes in depth everywhere, and it turns into like a zero entry pool, but it's definitely a really cool place, and it's a nice place for your kids to essentially swim even if they can't swim yet. We are going to try out the frog leap or the tadpoles or whatever it's called again. So let's see what happens. She is a little speed demon at this now. Hey, how were you at that?
What? I didn't
Yeah.
fall off.
You got really good at it, didn't you? You didn't fall off twice, did you?
No.
What happened when Daddy tried it?
I fell off.
Twice, right?
I fell off 2 times, but I just did it more and more and I got better.
Yeah.
That's it.
Practice, practice makes perfect, right?
That's what my friend Gracie used to say.
But I think Daddy can't do it.
I guess it's only for kids.
Maybe so. So I failed at that twice. One was horribly spectacular. It was on the very first lily pad. Just got done with the wave pool. I think we have a bit of a tired girl and definitely a cold girl. And I am cold also. So it is now time for us to head out and get warm and head back to possibly to our hotel, possibly do a couple rides before we leave today. Everything about the wave pool behind me is really good, even down to the drainage system that keeps the undertow from being too hard. So I love coming to Cedar Point's water park. It's just a great place. Schooners is the bar here at the wave pool. Drinks are allowed out at the wave pool, but they are not allowed in the wave pool. I saw someone get corrected, and you just have to have your chair back behind where the water line starts, essentially. So, like, your feet might still get a little bit wet when the waves are going, but they have to be to the spot where the drainage system is.
Over here, okay?
Okay, smile. We are gonna have ourselves a little bit of Subway. All right, so from what I have seen here at Cedar Point, Subway is by far the least good value of meals here. So for a meal here, it is like $11.99 for the sandwich, and then it's like $5 more for the chips. So overall it came to a total of $16.74 for both the chips and for the sandwich, which is very expensive. But we also used one more meal plan, which now puts us at 15 meal plans, which is what I said last time I was here with my buddy Nathan. So hopefully I've edited that by now. And you can see that it was 13 then, but now it has been 15 overall, which brings me to a total of $11.80 per meal so far. But it's still going to get better throughout the year, so let's keep trucking. It is a pretty stormy looking day right now. It is right about 6 o'clock, which is when the park closes. It's not quite 6, it's like 5:50 or something like that right now. But it's definitely looking like it's very overcast. So I'm about to check my weather app and see what that actually means for tonight and for tomorrow.
It doesn't look as fast as it is, does it?
Maybe not. It does seem like the water park really empties out pretty well during the end of the day. We have 2 hours until the park closes, My daughter says that she's only gonna do 2 rides, but as soon as we walked in here, she found the things that she wants to do. So I have a feeling we'll probably end up using these 2 hours up pretty decently. It feels good that we've been out in the sun all day, but not like the hottest part of the sun. And that now things are kind of cooling off and it's cloudy, and but it's still not stormy. Apparently back home in Fort Wayne, it really stormed last night. So I'm about to make some calls just to make sure that everyone's okay. Pretty sure everyone is, but yeah, it's just I mean, Camp Snoopy is a nice place to come, especially when you have a kid, because the kids absolutely love it. And our next ride is Balloon Race. I knew she wouldn't walk in here and only do 1 ride. That's okay. This is the time when I get to come here and just kind of relax and hang out a little bit. Eva! So I know it's not the most manly drink. I don't really care about manliness. Instead, I got a White Claw. Generally, drinks here at Cedar Point have to be poured into a larger cup, so if you see them do that, don't be surprised by it. But tonight, I got off a little bit easy with just being able to get a can of the White Claw for me to drink. You can see all the vehicles for Snake River Expedition out here on the water, and this is also a place where you can kind of watch people go by, especially if you know someone who's going to be on the Snake River Expedition soon. Bye-bye! I love how easily kids make friends. I wish it was as easy as an adult to make friends as it is when you are a kid, because she just got on there and immediately she's got some friends. And that happens almost every time we come to the kiddie area, which is really a fun thing, especially for a single dad and especially for a daughter who doesn't have any siblings. That's something that she just really misses in life. She loves having friends and people around all the time. So I love being able to come to Camp Snoopy and just watch her play. You go ahead. Maximum recommended weight is 300 pounds, but the maximum height is 54 inches. Woodstock's airmail and rides like this have long been one of my daughter's favorite rides to ride. Just the jumping up and down. And today even, she was saying she wanted to ride Power Tower, but she didn't like Hollywood Tower of Terror. So, I'm not sure that she really likes Power Tower as much as she might think she would. So I'm still a little bit hesitant on that one, but we'll see tomorrow if she really wants to ride it. That'll be one that, I don't know, I'm not even sure if she'll fit in it, so I can't commit to it. I just can't. Not this one. You tell me down in the comments. Am I a control freak? Next ride is the Red Baron. You got in it right on time too, which means I have to finish this up real fast before we ride the Tilt-A-Whirl, otherwise known as Linus's Beetle Bugs. Anyway, cheers. And it took that long for my daughter to make a friend and go ride the Tilt-A-Whirl, which I thought I was gonna have to ride with her, but quite honestly, I'd rather not. Well, the Tilt-A-Whirl just about killed this 34-year-old. But the kids are riding Wilderness Run together right now. I mean, I don't know the other kid at all, but you know what? I'm loving it. I'm loving it that they like to hang out together. So let's just indulge and let them do it. That's so much fun. And I can take videos of them while they ride. So that's always a fun thing too. Now, this ride does take a substantially decent amount of time to go around because the kids go around one time and then they stop, they check all of their belts, and then they let any of them off them once they get off, and then they send them around one more time. It's definitely time consuming.
If you never buy a puppy, this will be our puppy.
This is a shop that will bankrupt you if you like Snoopy. Everything you could want, from t-shirts to cups to little bags. into other kinds of miscellaneous toys you can get in here.
And I bought this little thing here.
One of the many perks of being a pass holder is that you do get percentages off of buying things also. So the little toy that I just bought my daughter, it cost at base price $24.99. Then of course you add taxes onto that, including taxes for me, because I have like 10% off for being a pass holder, something like that. It just ended up costing $24. So that's actually $1 less, including taxes, than it would have cost otherwise. My fedora buddies are back again. All right, we just decided to ride the Super Himalayan. Eva was ready to go for it, so that's what we rode. Now we're on our way up to the front of the park, and it's time for us to head out, I think. The Blue Coaster. Lots of celebration stuff is starting to go up here on the beach. That stuff is for the Celebrate 150 Spectacular. Got some TikTok girls out here. A couple TikTok girls out here. And some maybe TikTok boys. Well, it is 8:33. The park is closed. And as you can see, I'm back out here on the beach. My favorite place. But we're just waiting out the traffic a little bit. We're gonna play in the sand, play in the water a little bit, and then we're gonna head out back to our hotel. My daughter is gonna sleep like an absolute baby tonight. Wow, it's letting us get way out of here. Look at how far out we are, Eva. So today, I hope you guys enjoyed the little look into Cedar Point's Cedar Shores water park. I hope you were able to learn a lot, and that maybe you're a bit more prepared for the next trip that you might take to Cedar Shores. Overall, it is not probably my favorite part of Cedar Point, but I think with kids, Cedar Shores is a great place. It's some place that people are always going to enjoy coming, especially little kids, because there's just a ton to do. I don't know that I've ever encountered a water park that is so kid friendly. So definitely for families, I think it is particularly helpful to go to Cedar Shores. I hope that you will like and subscribe, and especially that you will comment down below what you want to see next. What do you want to know? What would be most helpful to you? Please let me know, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya! Just feels like there's so much activity on the beach tonight. Almost 15,000 steps today, and most of that was at a water park where I did not have my phone. So if you are coming to Cedar Point, regardless of what you're doing, make sure that you plan for a lot of stepping. You're gonna be walking a lot. Well, everyone looked so happy out there on the boardwalk, we decided to join them. We're gonna go get some ice cream from Toff's. This is the first time that I've actually had poolside parlor, and I would say it's a pretty decent deal. Oh my word, it's already starting to melt. The whole thing between both of us cost about $10, $10.50 or something like that. And you get huge scoops that melt very quickly, but I mean, it's about a normal price for any kind of
But it's worth it.
Yes, it is. It's about a normal price. It's about a normal price for what you would normally pay at any normal ice cream parlor shop. And it's definitely a nice way to end the night. Just sit down here in the lobby and have
Your
some
ice cream.
have some ice cream. That's right. How was our day?
Good if I don't have fish in my hair. Get it?